Hello guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we will gonna discuss about the vegetation health products derived using the satellite remote sensing data. So I'll be showing you in this video from where you can download these kind of products such as vegetation condition index, temperature condition index and vegetation health index from the internet, freely available data sets. And also I'll be showing you how these data sets are computed, basically the mathematics behind this data set, how they are computed from the long-term historical data. So for that, first of all, you have to go on the Google and just type Nova Star, and when you just Google it, so you just click on the global vegetation health. So you will be redirected to the home page of the global vegetation health products. So here, as you can see, lot of this is the snapshot of the whole globe. Basically it is showing the vegetation, basically VHI for the current year, July 8 week 27. So week by week you can visualize the data and you can download the data for week by week. I'll be showing you how to download the GeoTIFF format, GeoTIFF images of this data set. So you can download, you can make a map out of it, you can create the statistics at particular administrative level for your use. So I'll be showing you that also. So here in this drop down you can select the VHI, VSI and TSI, what kind of data, whole lot of data sets are available. So I'll be basically explaining you only 2-3 kinds of data: VHI, VSI and TSI. Otherwise you can explore the other data: drought, moisture stress, thermal stress, malaria risk maps. And this is the world level, so you can select your own region of interest, such as if I want to select, let me go for India here, and I will select VHI here. So now it will show me the VHI for the India country for the week 27. You can change the week here, like year also and week also. Let me go for week 12. So it will show me the for the week 12 of the year 2021. This is the vegetation condition. You can change the year also. As you can see, in 2021 it is showing the very poor vegetation health here, but if you go for 2020, I think the vegetation health would be much better than this. Here, as you can see, the vegetation health is pretty good because last year the temperature was very good, rainfall was good, so it is showing the pretty good vegetation health. So this is the basically scale for that VCI. It is between the 0 to 100%. 100% means pretty good vegetation condition health, 0 means poor, and around 50 means average kind of thing. So above anything above 50 it's pretty good, and below 50 it means vegetation is stressed. So that's how you can interpret this value. I'll in the later part of the video I'll be showing you how to compute this value and how these values are computed from the data sets, remote sensing data sets. So like this, you can, if you want to just further, you can click here region mean, so it will show you the mean value for the particular region like this. So particular state, what is the value? So here it is showing the values around 36 to 48. All other values are pretty good. And further also, if you want to go down the further, the state level, that also you can go. You can select any state. Let me go for Uttar Pradesh. So further it will show you the VHI image for the particular state. So like this, like that, you can visualize this data. And here, let me just switch off this region mean. So now it will show you the pixel by pixel value like this. So it is showing the pretty good vegetation health during last year in the week 12. But if you see in the current year, I think condition would be not that much good. Like this, it's entirely opposite to the last year due to the high temperature this year in this region. So like this, you can basically check out the other data set also. So like you can select VCI and TCI. So VHI is basically the combination of VCI and TCI. So if you see the VCI and TCI, so vegetation condition is poor, temperature is poor, that's why your VHI is coming out to be poor. But if I select for year 2020, so vegetation condition is also good, temperature condition also good. That's why your VHI was pretty good. So like that, you can, if you want to just see the these indices for your particular region of interest, you can visualize this data. And further, you can download this data also. I'll be showing you how to download. So this data has been derived from the VIIRS sensor of the, I think this is the satellite for that Suomi NPP satellite. This satellite was launched in 2011. So VIIRS is the sensor on board. So this satellite is basically following the legacy of the AVHRR on the NOAA and MODIS. So it's that kind of satellite only. So NOAA is basically pretty old satellite, so it follows that legacy only. So it was launched in the year 2011. So that's why, as you can see here, only after 2013 only this data set is available here. But if you want to use, if you need the data prior to that, so you can click here, 4 kilometer VH blended. So this data is available since 1982. So they have used AVHRR data, satellite data, for generating these indices. You can click on the 16 kilometer also. If you click on the 16 kilometer, so as you can see here on the drop down, you can download, you can have the data from the 1982 itself. So you can select VCI, TCI for particular. Okay, it is showing India. You can select India here. So like that, you can have a data from 1982. So if you want to download this data sets, you can click here, download data. So here there are a lot of options are there, 1 kilometer, 4 kilometer, 16 kilometer. So if you want to download the GeoTIFF data from 1981, you just click here, 4 kilometer blended VHP data. So I have already loaded this. So as you can see, from top to bottom, from the year 1981 you can download this data, and till now this data is available, as you can see here. So here VHI means vegetation health index, VCI means vegetation condition index, TCI means temperature condition index, SMT means smoothened temperature data, brightness temperature data, and SMN means smoothened NDVI data. So using NDVI data, this VCI has been computed. Using temperature, brightness temperature data, this TCI has been computed, and after that, after combining the VCI and TCI, VHI has been computed. So I have downloaded already this data. I'll show you how it looks like, but before that I will be explaining you how these data sets have been computed. So now I'll be explaining you what is VCI, TCI and VHI. So VCI is basically vegetation condition index, and it is computed using the historical NDVI data. You need to have at least 10 to 12 years data of NDVI for computing the VCI. So NDVI, if you are from the remote sensing background, you must be knowing what is NDVI. It is normalized difference vegetation index. It is computed using the NIR, near infrared and red band of the satellite data. You take the difference of it and you just divide it by the basically addition of NIR plus NR. So it basically shows you the health condition of the, not condition, basically the health of the vegetation. Suppose if NDVI value is high, it means there is good amount of vegetation or healthy vegetation is there. Basically, if there is a forest, the NDVI value will be very high. For a scrub, NDVI value will be low. For a water, NDVI value will be negative. For a barren land, NDVI value around 0 to 0.1 or 0.2. So basically, high NDVI value means a healthy vegetation exists. If low NDVI is there, either there is no vegetation or there is a stressed vegetation. But why we need VCI? Because if suppose you have a current date satellite image, you derive NDVI from it, it says NDVI value is low, but there may be a possibility that for that particular period of time, every year for the past 5 years, the NDVI value is low due to the off season. No crop is sown there, or there is a barren land there. So there is a possibility every year it is low. So you cannot basically say that NDVI is low, basically poor vegetation is there. So you have to compare that NDVI from the historical data. So that's why VCI came in picture. So it compares the current NDVI value from the historical data. So as you can see the definition, VCI compares the current NDVI to the range of values observed in the same period in the previous year. So VCI basically it is comparing the NDVI value of current year with the previous years. The VCI is expressed in the percentage and gives an idea where the observed value is situated between the extreme values, minimum and maximum. So suppose you have a 10 years of NDVI data, 20 years of NDVI data for the same particular district, particular state, or particular pixel. So you just take the minimum of the last 10 years, 20 years, you take the maximum, and you take the current year NDVI data, and what you do, just compute this current NDVI minus NDVI minimum divided by maximum minus minimum. So basically you are comparing between the minimum and maximum where your current NDVI lies. So suppose it is closer to the maximum, so your NDVI it will be nearer to the 100%. Suppose it is closer to the minimum value, it will be towards the 0 value. So if it is between the minimum and maximum, so it will be around 50%. So basically above 50 you are saying the vegetation is in good condition. If it is below 50 you are saying vegetation in the poor condition. So generally thumb rule is this: above 40, the value is above 40, it means 40 to 60 we say average kind of vegetation condition, above 60 we say good condition, and below 40 we say vegetation is stressed, and 0 to 20 is very poor, 20 to 40 is poor kind of thing. So I'll be showing you how to compute this value. Then similarly for the temperature condition index, it is similar to VCI only we use temperature data for that. So we use thermal satellite data, thermal band data. So AVHR and AVHRR and VRS having thermal data sets, and even from MODIS you can compute this from the LST data. MODIS LST data is freely available. So just it's because temperature is, we say temperature is low, it means it's good. So that's why this formula is like this: LST maximum minus current year LST divided by LST land surface temperature maximum minus land surface temperature minimum. Here you can use the brightness temperature also. So like in NOAA star they compute the brightness temperature from the thermal band, and then they compute TCI like this. So if your temperature value is on the lower side, it means the value is good, the temperature stress is less. If your temperature is on the higher side, so it means there is a temperature stress on the vegetation. And finally vegetation health index. So it is a combination of these two. So you can combine these, you can give the weightage to each VCI and TCI. So like if you give the 0.5, 50 equal weightage to them, so 0.5, so you can get the standard VHI, but you can adjust this weightage. Suppose you want to give more weight to VCI, so you can make it 0.7, then you have to make it this 0.3. So if you want to give more weightage to this, so you can make it 0.7 this, so you have to make 0.3 this. So this is a thumb rule basically: values below 40% indicating different level of vegetation stress, loss of crop. So this is the thumb rule basically. So these are the images, example images. As you can see, this blue color means pretty good condition, this pink color means condition is not good, and this is the combination of both VCI, TCI, this is VHI. And if you see the values, how it is computed, let me show you. So suppose I have 10 years of data. This is the NDVI value for 10 years. So this value can be of particular pixel of the satellite image. This can be value for the particular administrative average of the administrative boundary for a particular farm or particular field. So this is the value. You take the maximum value, you take the minimum of it, then you just simply, if you want to compute the VCI for year 2016, just make, this is the 0.594, this value minus minimum 492 divided by maximum minus minimum, so it will come out to be 66%. So it means it is more or less good. Similarly for temperature, so you say T max minus current year temperature divided by T max minus T min. So here you can use either you can use brightness temperature or land surface temperature, both into 100. So it will come out to be 93.73. So it is also good. After that you can combine using 0.5 into, I have taken the equal weightage, so it come out to be 79. So it showed pretty good condition. So that's how these basically values are computed at pixel level, and it is depicted on the map. So what you can do, you can download the data for the 10 years, then you can aggregate to the particular administrative level, then you can compute this value. If you don't want to do that, you can directly go to this data, you just click on the download data. Here I have shown you download data, and you can download directly these TIFF images. So here I have already downloaded the TIFF images. These are the images: VHI, NDVI, this is the temperature data, VCI and TCI. So you can drag this data. I will be showing you on the QGIS. This is the open source desktop software. So this is the data for the whole globe. You can go on the properties, you can give the colors to it. Just select the, I think, let me go for single band pseudo color. -9999 is basically no data. Your range, make it 0, that would be better. And here you can change the ramp value. Let me change these colors. Okay, and this I will give red. This I will give yellow. Let me give cyan, and let me check how this looks like. I will make the clip out of range value. So your map looks like something like this. So green means the values are good. This red region showing the stressed vegetation. There is a stress either due to the VCI or TCI. There is a stress because we have combined VCI and TCI to the VHI. Similarly, you can open the VCI here, and if you want to give the same style to it, just right click to the previous image, copy style, and you can directly paste style. So it will give the same color to that image. You can further change. If you want to change the color, you can change the color here. Let me give 50 some other value. You can give blue value to it. So like this, you can give different colors to it. If you want to give any pretty simple ramp, so you can give the previously like greens only you want to give, so just give like this. So from the lower to higher, it will give the different shade of the green. So like this, you can visualize this data. This is the GeoTIFF data, 4 kilometer resolution data. So for your region of interest, you can download this data. You can further extract also. Suppose you want to extract the data for your region of interest, you can click add vector layer. Let me go for this shapefile. I'll add this. Okay, this is this region. So here you can go raster, extraction, clip raster mask. You can select the raster data. Let me go for this. This is my mask layer, means my shapefile, and this is no data value. Just give -9999 because it is the no data value for the raster. Then you can click here, save to file. Just make CHH, any value you can give, and just run. So now it will extract the data. It has extracted for that particular region. So again, just copy this style and you can paste this style. So you have downloaded the data, you have extracted data for the particular region of interest. So like that you can do, you can download the data and you can analyze it for your particular region of interest. You can take the snapshot from here also. So there are other kind of data sets are also available. As you can see, a lot of data sets are available. So you can visualize the data as per your requirement. Like drought is there, fire risk is there, soil saturation index. But I think most popular are these VCI, TCI and VHI. Because for these data sets, if you want to download these, you want to generate these kind of data set, you need to have at least 10 or 12 years of data sets. You have to download that data set, then you have to pre-process it, then calculate the NDVI, and basically then you have to compute this. You have to create a model, so it takes a whole lot of time to do that, but it is quite readily available on this portal, so you can download these data sets. Or very quickly, if you want to just have a feel of the data, okay, what is the condition of my region of interest, so you can pretty quickly have you can visualize this data set here. So that's it from this video, guys. I hope you like this video, so give a thumbs up to the video and please share this video to your friends and colleagues. Thank you. Thanks for watching.